Good evening, friends. Welcome to our evening Eurythmy class. So glad to see you again. Michelle's granddaughter, her daughter has had her baby. Michelle is now a grandmother, and I think you'd all like to congratulate her with me. And you will see that I've also got a different mic on today, and the sound quality should be much, much better. We have to kind of apologize and joke a little bit because the video quality is a little less good, but just watch with soft gaze and we'll figure this all out. As I'm fond of saying, I'm a eurythmist. I'm not a technical genius. Anyhow, thank you so much for coming in, and thank you for coming to our evening Eurythmy class, doing Eurythmy with copper rods. Let's begin with the soap. You see how I got fuzzy, but please forgive it. Let's begin with the peace exercise. You remember that we begin our eurythmy exercise by remembering our intention, as we should do with every deed in life. But in eurythmy, that has to be an essential part of our practice. Take your place. Think of your spirit inside your body, the temple of your body. You are present. And what does your body make it possible for you to do? To stand between heaven and earth, connected to high ideals, connected to the sources of wisdom, and grounded on the earth. So picture your star above your head and let the light from that star shine down into you, through the length of you, and into the molten core of the earth. And because you exist, because you're here in this time, this line of light is drawn between that star and that place on the earth. You are living light. And now spread your arms wide, millions of miles up below the stars and thousands of miles above the center of the earth. There is this world that we live in. Open your arms wide to it. You are present. And now remember the difference between front space, where you focus on the visible world, and back space, the invisible world, for which you have reverence and devotion. And now with the peace exercise, we practice moving out of our balance and what it feels like to always come back to center. So let's go down into gravity. As you go down, affirm your place on the earth. I make my muscles tight a little bit. And now change. And imagine yourself touching stars. Go up into the light. And now spread your arms wide. You're open to the world. Stand centered between right and left. And now, with enthusiasm, go forward and feel the front space, all the front surfaces of your body. Going back, feel your back. At this point, really don't look at your computer screen. Open the eyes in your back. And now come back and put your hands on your heart and feel the self inside you, pulsing life, real presence. And now this time, let your hands be very articulate as you spread them wide. And we're going to bless the space that we stand in. And as you go down into gravity, feel, may peace be below me on the earth. May peace be above me. May I be in right relationship to the stars. And may peace be all around me. May peace be before me. And may peace be behind me. May peace be within me, within my heart. And from this position, drop your arms. And now see if we can find this feeling that the heart is the one that's sensing the entire body. Now, I don't mean the pulsing heart, but I mean, I want to invite you to get out of your head and sense yourself from within. What does it feel like to awaken consciousness in my hands, in my feet, in my back? Not to think it, but to feel it, as if I'm spreading tentacles through my etheric body into all the parts of my space. And with that awareness, we'll begin our threefold walking. Will you allow me to go sideways? You can go forwards. Remember, first you stand tall. And then with the back foot, you lift the foot, you lift the heel. Stand balanced on one foot as you carry. Touch with the ball of the foot and place. Lift, carry, place, lift, carry, place, lift, carry, and place. And backwards, lift, carry, place, lift, carry, place, lift, carry, place, lift, carry, and place. Yes. And can you get your rod, please? Take your rod. And this threefold walking exercise is so wonderful and calming, but it's good to do this to have something to do with the arms sometimes. So we have learned to rotate the rod. I have my palms up, rotate the rod in these gentle circles. And these circles of the rod correspond to circling movements in the feet. Can you try? As you lift your foot, you lift the rod, carry, and place. Lift, carry, and place. Lift, carry, and place. Lift, carry, and place. And if I were with you, I would say, are you breathing? Every step at this slow tempo should have a breath. And when we go backwards, we rotate backwards. We change the direction of the rod so it matches what the feet are doing. Lift, carry, place, breathe. Inhale and release. And I always have the feeling that I breathe out through the arch of my foot. Can you get that feeling? And again, lift, carry, place, lift, carry, place, lift, carry, place, lift, carry, and place. And now backwards. Lift, carry, place, lift, carry, place, lift, carry, place. Going backwards with the rod and rest. And as I've said to you in previous weeks, you can do that so many times. You can spend a full hour on it. That's actually especially a habit that we have with patients who are dealing with cancer. If you have any questions, you can write me about that one. I can let you know a bit more. But now I'd like to do the first of the 4 major exercises, which is the 7-part exercise. This is strengthening our relationship to the physical body, especially valuable for people who aren't grounded, a little bit sloppy perhaps, people who are dyslexic, people who can't feel space. So we're going for precision here. I have the rod here. My hands are shoulder width, and we're going to stay in this little box that we build. We push the rod down, keep the rod flat, up to the right side. Let me back up so I'm in the screen. To the left side, to the right side. Rod is always straight, up and down and back in the middle, below, above, right, left, right, above, below, in the middle. And for this one, I really value a kind of crispness. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7. And 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 now, as we did last time, we'll do stepping. This time we'll take steps in different directions. As we looked at last time, when we go forwards, we'll go down with the rod, down. Now we go backwards, up, to the right. Take a step to the right and then feet together. To the left and feet together. To the right, very crisply, backwards, up, forwards, and now take a step to the left and you're back where you started. All right, and now crisply. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. Backwards. 6, 7. In the middle. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7. In the middle. And maybe you feel that this gets you, so to speak, out of your head. You have to think with your body, and the head can't lag behind or can't try to control it. 4, 5, 6, 7, back in the middle. Thank you. That should clear the cobwebs out of your mind. Thank you. Okay, and now the second one has to do with the breathing, the middle system, the 12-fold exercise. You'll remember we're going to pop the rod up so it sits on our thumbs. To make that possible, we have to start with the fingers curled around the rod, the thumbs in front. We pop it up here. 1, 2, 3. Drop it into our hands. 4. Take it around the right side of the body. Turn the hands around. 5, 6. Pop it up. 7, 8, 9. Drop and catch. 10, 11, 12. I hope you remembered that from last time. If you have missed it, go back to last week and you can catch it up again. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12. Now, what's important here is to feel the difference between lightness and heaviness. When it's up, you feel light. Should weigh 5 pounds less. 2, 3, and now 10 pounds more as you take it around the back. And again, lighten up. 8, 9, 10. Take it around with your long, heavy arms. 1, 2, 3. Now heavy in gravity. 7, 8, 9, 10. Deep. 11, 12. 1. Light. 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9. Catch down below. Good. I'd like to do that one now with walking, and we walk in the positions, in the counts when the rod is light. So on 1, 2, 3, and on 7, 8, 9. You ready? We'll go forwards. 1, 2, 3, ground. 4, 5, 6, lightness behind you. 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12. Light. 1, 2, 3, heavy. 4, 5, 6, light. 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12. 1, 2, 3, heavy. 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12. Thank you. There's another form that I enjoy doing for a bit of variety, and I'll show this to you. I do this with a triangle form. More accurately, I do it with a 6-pointed star. So I'm going to walk forwards to my right. You notice that if you try to copy me, you need to go to your left, right? Or it looks to you like I'm going to your left. Go the opposite direction. Go forwards to your right, sideways to your left, and back to your right. That makes a triangle. Well, we'll go 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9. And then what do we do for 10, 11, 12? We walk straight forward. Will you try? With the rod. We go 1, 2, 3, sideways. 4, 5, 6, backwards. Light. 7, 8, 9, and walk forwards. 10, 11, 12. Now we're going to reverse that. We'll go back to the right, sideways to the left, forwards back to this position, and then 3 steps back to where you started. Ready? Back to your right. And go 1, 2, 3, sideways. 4, heavy. 5, 6, lightly. 7, 8, 9, straight back. 10, 11, 12. Diagonal to your right. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12. Diagonally back to your right. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, and 12. Thank you. So if you put this into your own practice regime, you might have to look at the video a couple of times to remember how to do it, but it's a double triangle or a 6-pointed star. All right, we're going to do the spiral exercise just 3 times. You start with the rod out here. You're going to breathe yourself in and breathe yourself out. This one is for the astral body. We go 1, heavy, a little bit lighter. 2, 3, a little bit lighter. 4, 5, a little bit closer in. 8, 9, 8. And then continuing in the same direction. 8, 7, 6, 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. Breathe out. And 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. And breathe out. 8, 7, 6, 5, 4, 3, 2. Heavier. 1. And again. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. And breathe out. 8, 7, 6, 5, 4, 3. Heavier. 2, 1. Thank you. And now I'm going to show you briefly what that one looks like if you do it with a copper ball, because I know a few of you have a copper ball, and I prefer doing this one actually with a ball or perhaps with an apple or an orange. This is what the copper ball looks like. And instead of taking that straight rod around me, I can do it with the ball, and I go 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 8, 7, 6, 5, 4, 3, 2, and 1. So you see, it's almost the same exercise, but it's really fun to do this with the ball. Maybe sometime I can also show you some other copper ball exercises. All right. And now finally we'll come to the waterfall exercise. And remember, this is the exercise that works us between front space and back space, sense world and spirit world. And one of you wrote to me a beautiful word that this is like a prayer of life. So we go up, making a beautiful movement forwards. Take it around behind you. If you need to, it's fine to lay it on your shoulders. Drop and catch. And now feeling it grounded and heavy. When the rod is down, we feel heavier. We create a feeling of being more heavy. Lifting up into light, daring to go into the world that we can't control, the backspace. Drop and catch. And take it around heavily. And again, lift, lighter, lighter, into the backspace. See where it is with the eyes in your back and around. You're working the difference between gravity and levity, between front space and back space, between doing and trusting. And again, up and around and catch. I'll turn to the sides. I don't think there's much to show you, but you can see, just in case, up into the back space and catch. Excellent. And then just 3 times, we'll do that with a few steps. We'll come forwards. 1, 2, 3. Take it around, drop and catch, and go back. Now I want you to notice when I get to the front of the room, as I believe I told you last week, I don't ever stand on flat feet. I don't let myself stop in the front. I kind of hover here, drop and catch, and go straight back. Again, drop and catch and go straight back. And again, and drop and catch and go back. Excellent. Friends, that concludes our short class for today. Thank you so much. As I said, these are part of my daily practice. And from here, in my own practice, I go on to do either some soul exercises, or I go through my own personal practice of the planets and constellations, or if I'm working on an artistic piece, from here, I'm ready to go into the practice of that. But it can be absolutely sufficient if this is your chosen personal eurythmy practice. Remember, these are working on all four of your bodies and really changing and building you. So thank you so much for coming on tonight. Michelle, are there any questions?
We are all set. And let's see, triangles. And yes, it looks like we are set. Thank you so much, Cynthia.
Thank you, Michelle. And for the rest of you, look for your PDF, or not your PDF, but your YouTube link.
Cynthia,
Yes,
a late breaking question came in. Are we
certainly.
starting a new class next week?
No, next week is the continuation of this one. And actually, I would be very delighted to host questions for you for what other topic you would like for another short series. Stress relief, no sleeping, eurythmy for too much computer use, things like that. You can drop me a quick email and tell me what you might be interested in. Right? Thank you.